Monday. I hope everybody's Monday's going well. I wanted to come on here and chat with you guys real quick because there's something I learned earlier. I figured if it can help me, it can certainly help you, especially if you are a recovering people pleaser. Stick around. I'll tell you what it is. Anyway, I had called a friend and they weren't too well. Long story short, they were telling me what was going on, and automatically it kicked in, guys. It's almost like it's like a programming. I found myself trying to insert myself to give my services or offer my help when in fact it wasn't even asked. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't even asked from the other person. And there was evidence. The person is trying to get off the phone with me, clearly because they're trying to figure it out on their own, right? I should let them do that. Instead, I found myself like trying to ask questions like, hey, where's it at? What's going on? It's not my place. Not my place. It led me to think, guys, like, excuse me, like a lot of situations we find ourselves in, a lot of past situations I found myself in, I wouldn't have found myself in that predicament, or you wouldn't have found yourself in that predicament if you didn't even offer your freaking help in the first place. Stop offering your freaking assistance. Like, stop it. Like, stop it. Like, we find ourselves being bitter. We find ourselves being sleep deprived or out of resources or just flat out tired, exhausted, you name it. All because of trying to be a people pleaser. Like, literally. Yeah, you may say, well, it's because I'm trying to be a good friend. Like, are you really though, when it's at like the detriment of your own well-being? Like, how good of a friend are you being if you're putting yourself through misery when you're not able to show up for the person 100% the way someone else might have been able to show up for them had you passed over the hangout, or had you just said no because why? You didn't want to hurt that other people's feelings because you were too much of a coward to stand up for your own selves. Excuse me. You see how like twisted and backwards these things are, guys, when you really think about it? Think about it. You're not being a good friend when you're not being a good friend to yourself. Like, yourself first, right? So no, we're not going to use that excuse or justification why we put ourselves through abuse or why we even abuse our own selves. We're not doing that. Not today. Like, literally, it had me thinking, guys, like, oh my God, like the majority of the huge problems we find ourselves in, situations that are life-threatening, that cost us so much, like that are so costly, are all because we are out here trying to please someone else, trying to make someone else happy, trying to make someone else feel comfortable, trying to not make someone else feel a certain way, or what have you. It's all because it all stems from that, which is extremely, extremely dangerous when you think about it. Extremely dangerous. Think about it. Food for thought today. What areas in your lives are you doing that exact same thing? That you're inserting yourself where you actually have no freaking business inserting yourself. Where? Is it in your kids' life? Seriously. Like, is it in like a family dispute that you have no business putting yourself in? They can just let them figure it out, but you feel like you have to be the mediator or you have to do such and such? Is it in your relationship? Like, you don't want to let your partner do their own personal discovery or personal growth. You just want to be their own life coach when no one signed you for that. Like, your career, what areas in your life are you trying to play God? Are you trying to try to control the outcome, the variable? Is it in your relationship? It's uncomfortable to think about these things, guys, but we're out here doing these things every day out in these streets. Like, we out here doing these things every freaking day. Think about it. Think about it. Thinking about it, like, once we solve that, major deliverance. Like, I should have dropped the mic already. I should have just left the car because I'm preaching out right now. I know I am. I'm preaching good. But yeah, guys, I figured I wanted to share that with you guys, and perhaps it can change someone's perspective someone's life, instead of like thinking you're out here being a good person all the time, and maybe you are being a good person and doing the right thing, but you're always getting burned. But also, where do you draw the line? Where do you draw the line, and where do you start inserting boundaries to protect your own self? Because if you're not protecting yourself, these sharks and wolves out here who are bloodthirsting, energy, whatever you want to label it as, just taking like all the good in the world, that just wants to suck all the good out of people and turn them into like walking zombies, where you don't feel anymore and you don't have empathy and you don't sympathize. Like, we got to stop it. So when do we draw the boundaries to take care of our own selves, so that we won't be out here just repeatedly getting hurt and inflicting those wounds on our own selves, when you think about it? So just wanted to come on here and chat, and let me know if you can relate. And until next time, I will catch you guys in another one. Bye for now.